is beginning to feel like the holidays around here. Got a lot more rest today than yesterday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Cooked all day. It was great. That's what Thanksgiving's all about. But man, it's nice to just eat leftovers and enjoy your home on the next day. It was a very restful, peaceful day. I got to decorate, as you saw, for Christmas. We're not doing a tree this year because our 9-month-old puppy will totally tear it up. And I might add, he's 70 pounds or more. Hector and the boys are outside riding their mini motorcycles. And I got a shower and drank some tea. And I'm just relaxing, having a little alone time. I had some things on my heart I wanted to share with you guys. Thought I'd make a quick video to do that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alana and my channel is all about marriage, homemaking, healthy living, and homeschooling. And tonight I'm actually going to talk about parenting. I would love for you to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the links in the description box to any videos I might mention. But I was thinking about a term a lot of my friends, my mom friends who have older children and multiple children use quite often. They say having your children's hearts, and I've asked them what exactly they mean by that, because I don't quite understand what they are referring to, having your children's heart. And I had an idea, but I wanted to be sure before I made this video. I think they got it from the terminology, that is, from a Voddie Baucham book. So if anyone's heard of that before, having your children's heart, and can speak to this, please feel free to in the comment section. But from what I gather, and there may be more to it than this, it is basically, having your children's heart is basically that your children know that the decisions you make, whether they're difficult for them to understand or to deal with or not, they trust that you are making those decisions out of love for them and for their best interest and for their well-being, for what is best for them. And they trust that, instead of combating it with resentment, bitterness, or feeling like you're holding out on them. They actually trust your decision. And it reminds me a lot of the garden, where Adam and Eve are given very clear instructions by the Lord, and what Satan does immediately when he comes to Eve is cause her to doubt God's love for her, causes her to question whether God is holding out on her or not. Why? Like, why? He really said you couldn't eat of this fruit or of this tree? He didn't even say much. He just had to ask a question with a certain tone, with a certain obvious intention, and it caused her to doubt God to the point where she didn't trust and disobeyed as a result. And so that's what we talk to our children about, that there will be times in their lives when they may be tempted to think that, either because of a friend's comment or because of what they see other people getting to do that they don't get to do, that we are holding out on them, or we don't want them to have something that seems harmless. And we encourage them to be on the lookout for those moments, because Satan can use that as a tactic, just like he did with Adam and Eve so craftily. He can do it in their lives, causing them to doubt our love for them and to not trust that we are making the decisions we're making because we love them and want what is best for them. And so far, thank the Lord, my children seem to truly grasp and understand and be glad about the decisions that we make, whether in the moment it feels good or not. There are a few practical things and ways that I have intentionally gone about fostering that I wanted to share with you guys. Yes, we say no to a lot, but only, well, I shouldn't say that. There's so many wonderful pieces of advice and wisdom that I've been given through the years by mothers that have older children and way more children than I have. And one of them that comes to mind, she has 7. Her oldest is already married. Her youngest is older than my oldest. And she says, say as yes to as much as you can. and only hold on to the no's for the absolute, like, really important things to you. And then everything else, let your children enjoy their life, you know? And so that's something that I've hung on to through the years. I try, well, I should say we, Hector and I, try to truly, truly communicate to our children that we want them to love their life. We want them to be happy and enjoy their life. And that when we say no, it's not because we don't want them to love their life or enjoy their life. It's because there's something that we see as potentially harmful to them or unwise for them to partake in or be a part of or be exposed to, whatever it is. And so far, by God's grace, they have trusted that. I think it's because they see and hear consistently that we're on their side, that we want them to enjoy their life, and we want to say yes to whatever we can say yes to. So that's a piece of wisdom and advice that I heard from an older mother that has been wonderful for us. Something else that I've heard that I think is also very wise is for every no, try to make up for it with a great yes. So no, we're not gonna let you sleep over your friend's house, but why don't we have 5 of your friends over Friday night for a bonfire and hide and go seek tag at night and whatever, you know, just something cool that you can do with your friends. And that no all of a sudden isn't as tough to take because you replace it with something really fun and special that is obviously showing that you want them to get to partake with their friends and socialize and have fun and do fun things. You're just not going to say yes to the things that you don't feel are good for your family. And that's not to say that whoever says yes to sleepovers is wrong. That's just one of the things that for us, we are willing to say no and fight the battle for. And that may not be the case for you, and that's okay. That's not the point. The point is saying no to the things that are worth the battle. And that's going to be different for every family because you have your own husband and your own walk with God to guide you in that. So that's one of ours. I feel like I just had another example to share and now I'm forgetting. It's saying yes to as much as possible. Saving the no's for the really non-negotiables. Replacing the no's with something fun. And I think really, really, really practically, just delighting in your children. Show them that you like them, that you enjoy them, that life is great because they exist and they're a part of your life. Delight in your children. If your children know that you like them, they are that much more likely to trust your decisions for them. If they know that you enjoy them and you delight in them, they are going to trust your decisions for them. If they're always annoying to you and they feel that that's the message communicated to them, if they're always in the way, if they're always just making you just fed up and just needing your time away from them, if that is what's being communicated in any way to them, they're not going to trust your decisions for them. They're going to just think your no is another way that you're showing or expressing discontentment with them, dissatisfaction with them. So I would just say, make sure that you're communicating day in and day out to your children that you like them. They know you love them. You're going to feed them, you're going to clothe them, you're going to give them a roof and a bed, but do you like them? They need to know that. They need to feel like you delight in them. And one of the best ways to, I feel, remember and get an idea of what that might look like is the way that God delights in us. God is so gracious to us and so merciful to us. Yes, he disciplines us when we rebel and when we disobey, but he is so quick to forgive and he is so slow to anger and he is so long-suffering and so patient, and he guides us with a gentle hand. He guides us. He doesn't beat us down. He guides us. And so we need to guide our children in love, and that's not always easy to do. I definitely have failed at it a million times. So as I say this, don't think, wow, she must always talk to her kids the right way. No, I have repented countless times to God and to my children for speaking the wrong way, having lack of self-control, being impatient, being unkind, you name it, being harsh. No, I mess up constantly. But that's also something else that's really good for them to see, is that you're not perfect and that you need Christ just as much as they do. And it's good for you to remember that too. You are not perfect and you need Christ just as much as they do. So as you get fed up with them and annoyed with them, just think about how God is so kind to you as you continue to disobey and you continue to fail in the same way over and over, and try to model that love for them. That's all I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I hope that's encouraging. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and God bless.